Yesterday, guys said they were pretty excited about how people jumped back into it this week. How has that carried over into today?
Yeah, you definitely saw some guys with some good intent. They came out and attacked the practice both yesterday and today. I think the headspace is good right now, and everyone's excited for this opportunity. It's a great team coming in, and it's a great opportunity for us to get back on the horse and go get after these guys.
You've been doing this a long time. I mean, when seasons record-wise aren't going how you want, sometimes teams split. It doesn't feel like that has happened with this group from the outside. What do you attribute that to?
I think this is a close group. I mean, these guys have been working their tails off together for a long time now, and they embrace each other. I think they like being around each other, and I think that's been noted. Going back to the summertime, these guys enjoy each other. They enjoy going to work. They have not enjoyed the results of their labor. I don't think that anyone is satisfied or complacent or happy in any respect that way, obviously. But they do enjoy being around each other, and then the only thing they can do is put their foot back on the ground, get out of bed, and go back to work. There's no one's going to feel sorry for us, and no one's going to feel sorry for the guys, and I think they know that. So they come out and they work at it and they attack it. It's the only way they know how to do it, and they're going to keep doing it, which is, I think, a good sign.
There's a lot of attention on Ohio State's receivers, obviously, and the quarterback, but what do they do well up front and running the football with the young guys?
Yeah, they do a great job, in that area. They're very good up front. One of the guys was, I heard someone talking about the skill. I think their O-line's outstanding. They're very well coached. They're really, really big. They get some great size, and with that size, great athleticism. So they do a nice job protecting the quarterback. He does a good job when he needs to step up and get out of the way of avoiding a rush. So they do a nice job that way. And then the run game, they have a stable full of running backs, and those young guys that they have that are, they pretty much have a whole season behind them now, so they're not so young as they were in the beginning of the year, if that makes sense. But very well coached, and they do a great job.
Hey, Contreras got the nod at kicker for you this week. I mean, just walk us through the week and how you went with the decision to go with Contreras as your kicker last week.
Yeah, well, with the bye week, almost 2 full weeks, we had plenty of time to get really good looks at him, put him in pressure situations. We had a couple of kickoff, not kickoff, but kick against each other type of opportunities where we had the whole team up and around him to put some pressure on him, and he handled it great. Kicked the ball for 2 weeks straight with really good consistency, and I was really happy that he got his opportunity, went out there and took advantage of it. So happy for Chase.
Who would you say on this team is rushing the passer well right now?
I think with the way our style and scheme is set up is that, I think you guys, when you watch us, anyone can be rushing at any different time, right? It's the front level guys, the interior guys, and then, the edge guys. They could be rushing, could be dropping. The inside backers, shooting through the interior part, and then the safeties coming off the edge. So I think, with the way that Chintz calls the game, it could be anybody at any different time, and it could be different spots. So, I think it's evident that we don't have one guy that's got 10 sacks. I mean, I think we know that. So we got to generate the rush by using a bunch of different guys and doing it in some different ways.
When you look at your run defense, I mean, there haven't been many teams that have just lined up and run it at will against you, but it's felt maybe a little, I don't know if leaky is the right word, or over the last 3 games maybe. What would you like to see improve against the run, just generally?
Yeah, I think generally speaking, I don't mind that word. I think you're probably correct. At times it is a little bit leaky, and what that leads to is instead of putting yourself in a position to be in 3rd and longs where you can really tee it up and rush the passer, now you're getting yourself into 3rd mediums and 3rd and shorts where you're either going to come up with a big run stop, or you're in a 50-50 down where you got to play the run into the pass. So you'd like to see it for that reason. And then, the stuff that goes into playing great defense in the run game, you got to have low pad level. You got to be able to knock people back in the interior. You got to set great edges with your defensive ends and outside linebackers. Keep the ball constricted, and then the inside linebackers got to be able to scrape, tackle, and knock people back. I think if I could correct something from the last couple games, is those tackles that at the beginning of the year we're getting knocked back. Now we're kind of, we've had a couple where we're kind of on an edge, or leaning, or kind of getting an extra yard or two, leaking out on that. So I'd like to see a little bit more knockback with our tackling, and that's something that we've kind of recalibrated, refocused, and talking a lot about even in the last couple days here about using the proper leverage and be able to be physical and knock people back because your leverage is clean.
Hey Mike, what's it like coaching JoJo right now? He seems to be playing at hitting hard, playing at a high level. I mean, bringing energy. What's that
Yeah,
like?
JoJo does a great job, and we've talked a bunch about that position that he's in is pretty unique, where he's got to do a bunch of different stuff. He's got to walk out and cover a number 2 receiver. He's got to be rushing off the edge like a defensive end, coming up with some really big plays and on money downs, 3rd down, 4th down stops. He's done a great job that way, and he's a guy that's played a ton of football here now, and he takes a lot of pride in that. And to see the effort that he puts out there has really been impressive. I think that he's learned to play harder and do it for an extended period of time. Doesn't get many times where he's off the field for us, certainly. So logged a lot of snaps, and excited for him to kind of finish this deal on the right note.
That pride that he has, it really kind of shines through, especially in those tough moments like Saturday. How does a guy like him, him specifically, help keep the whole team, the whole defense in balance?
Yeah, I think though that core group of guys that are the older guys, kind of super seniors that have been around here a long time, they've seen a lot of different things. They've seen the good things, the bad things, and everything in between. And I think that the younger guys kind of realize that and rely on those guys and take direction. I think that whole crew of super seniors done a nice job, and JoJo in particular does a good job keeping those guys together.
How important is your pass rush in disrupting Ohio State's big play pass game?
Yeah, they with what they do a great job of being able to they can throw the intermediate outs and take that intermediate pass game, and then also be able to max pro and really take shots with guys that are great athletes. So the big deal for us is going to be winning one-on-one battles. You can't, it's not a deal where you can just go ahead and, all out rush them and leave guys on islands against really good receivers. So we're going to be able to win one-on-one. Can't have to deal where Chin's got to call in a perfect play to be able to get a rush. We're going to have to be able to come off of those big bodies. They've done a great job of keeping the quarterback clean, and obviously he moves well and gets out of the way of the rush. So we're going to have to keep him in the pocket, keep him caged, force him to throw from within the pocket, don't let him scramble out of there, and then be able to get off of one-on-one matchups.